Awesome. So let's continue playing with that. I want to just see for you, Philippa, like as we're creating a space for you, right? Um, Knowing like you brought up like the when I brought up the burnout and how you can make it look a certain way, how you can do things with it. I'm paying attention to see it like in this conversation already. How does Philippa treat burnout right now? How does she hold it? Where like is it something that's like is it something that's bright and it's like this is a gift that took place? Like I'm listening to all these different things that you're saying. Um, how will you? This is the question I think I need to know. How will you fool me or yourself in this conversation when we're talking about your burnout? Where are some of your escape pods? Where are some of the ways that you might try and kind of like, I don't know, I'm going to say wiggle out of the actual like transformation that's on the precipice?
Because I will tell you, it's a good thing that happened to me, and I've learned a lot from it.
Yeah.
That is, if I start saying that, go, Philippa, you don't need to tell me that. It's like we can always say that about something terrible that happened in the past. There is a gift and a opportunity that will come from, if we choose to believe that. That is not though visiting that spot, that place, and being there.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. I like that's I had a couple different agreements around that, like around how to frame it. Cause I'm already seeing, I'm like, we don't need to leave here with a positive way of feeling about it. We don't need a rosy way of looking at this period like thing. And nor do we need to have a lesson to come out of it.
Yeah.
So let's call that out here, right? It's not to say like for this space and time, like, if you don't feel like it was a positive thing, like just let's not even pretend, right? Let's not even pretend. Let's just see it for what it was. Because I think like if we're not doing that, we're missing what this space can offer, right? Mm-hmm. I'm also gonna, and so that actually, I'm glad that you're seeing that, because the agreement I was gonna ask for you is like, don't worry about self-coaching. Release yourself from self-coaching here, right? Where it's like, and then I could see the way that I'm like, oh, she's self-coaching right now, and we're never like, it's like we're going down, and it's like, and let's just go back up to the top. There we go. Notice how we did good job, everyone. A star, like A plus star, gold star. We looked at that, but don't worry, I'm okay. Right?
We looked at it on the surface. I waved at it, and then we ducked back up again.
Yeah. My invitation is for you to not be okay.
Yeah.
Right. And that's, and I do mean that, like, don't worry about me. I'm going to trust that. And this is different than most other spaces. Right. But I'm going to trust that like, this might be a space where the best thing that can happen for you may be to be undone a bit about it, so that you can look at it from a different perspective. I don't see you as broken. I don't see you as needing to be fixed. And we are here in a movement. And part of the movement is sometimes we're moving energy. I mean, honestly, we're moving energy from any other state into the energy of joy, right? And so with that, I don't know what might come out of it, but I think I couldn't really get into this here until we created the space for all of that to be, it's not even acceptable. It's just like, it's to be a non-issue, and not like, it's just, if it shows up, it shows up, but you don't need to protect yourself. You certainly don't need to protect me or anyone else on this. Are you like really hear that invitation? Because like, are you good to play that way? How would actually, let me just make sure, how would you frame what I'm inviting you to do? How would you say what I just said there? If you had a bottom line it in terms of what it means to you, what I just said, what would you call that?
I would call that, if I end up standing here crying for 10 minutes and can't get a word out, that's also fine.
It's the World Joy Movement. Yeah. What was your greatest insight from this conversation? And if you want to come and be a part of a conversation like this live, it's really simple. Just go to beworldjoy.com and come introduce yourself, and let's take the conversation to the next level, because you're there now. All right, let's play.